Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everyday English with Johnny. In today's Learn English Through Story, we will hear the powerful and emotional journey of Anna, an 18-year-old girl from Vietnam who moved to Canada after marriage. Her story is about courage, struggle, and hope. As you listen, you won't just enjoy the story. You'll also improve your English listening and speaking skills step by step. So, open your heart, listen carefully, and let's begin Anna's inspiring story together.
My name is Anna. I am from a small village in Vietnam. I was 18 years old when I got married to a man named Mark. He was nice to me at first. My family thought he was a good person. He lived in Canada. After the wedding, I had to go with him. I was very scared. I had never left my home. I had never been on a plane. I spoke only a little English. I cried every day before I left. I did not want to say goodbye to my family, especially my mother. She was my best friend. We talked all the time. She cooked my favorite food. She made me happy when I was sad. She gave me big hugs. I did not know how to live without her. Before we moved, Mark stayed with us in our house for 2 weeks. He was quiet. He did not talk much. I thought he was shy. After that, it was time to go. I packed my clothes and some photos of my family. My mother gave me a small gold necklace. She said, "This is for you. It will help you remember me. Be brave, my child." I hugged her tight. I cried so much. She cried too. It felt like my heart was breaking. I did not want to let go. We took the plane to Toronto. The trip was long. I felt sick. My eyes were red from tears. My stomach hurt. Mark did not talk to me much. He slept or looked at his phone. I felt alone already. When we arrived in Canada, it was cold. It was autumn. The leaves were red and yellow. I had never seen such colors, but I could not enjoy them. I was too sad and afraid. Mark's father came to get us at the airport. His name was Mr. Smith. He did not smile. He looked strict. His wife, Mrs. Smith, waited at home. She made food, Mark said. We went to their house in a city near Toronto. The house was big but cold inside. No warm lights, no happy sounds. I went to our room. I sat on the bed. I held my necklace. I missed my home so much. That night I could not sleep. I thought about my mother, my father, and my little sister. I wanted to go back, but I could not. I was a wife now. This was my new life. The next day, Mrs. Smith called me to the living room. She gave me a list. "Clean the floor, wash the clothes, cook dinner. Do not be slow," she said in a hard voice. I did not understand all the words, but I knew what she meant. I felt like a worker, not family. I worked all day. My hands hurt from the water. My back was tired. Mark did not help. He sat with his father. They talked about work. They watched sports on TV. When I asked Mark for rest, he said, "My mother likes a clean house. Do your best." Every day was the same. I woke up early. I cleaned. I cooked. I stayed quiet. I did not know how to say no. I was scared. Mr. Smith had a loud voice. He yelled if something was wrong. One time I broke a glass. He shouted, "Be careful, you are clumsy." I ran to the bathroom. I cried for a long time. Weeks went by. I felt more sad every day. I did not laugh. I did not talk much. I missed my family. I wanted to call my mother. But Mark said, "Calls are expensive. Call once a month." I waited for that call like it was the best gift. When I heard her voice, I cried. I said, "I am okay, Mother." But I was not okay. Nothing was okay. After 4 months, I learned I was pregnant. I was happy and scared. I thought things would change. Maybe the family would be kind. Maybe Mark would care more. But no. Mrs. Smith said, "Work more now. A good wife works even with a baby inside." She gave me no rest. I worked with a heavy body. I felt sick in the mornings. Mark said, "Rest later, finish the work first." I cried alone. I held my belly. I whispered to the baby, "You are my hope. I will love you always." One day, I felt very weak. My head spun. I sat on the floor in the kitchen. Tears came. I was tired. I was alone. I was scared. That night, I looked at my necklace. I whispered, "Mother, help me be strong." The baby gave me power. I dreamed of a better life. I wanted to learn English. I wanted a job. I wanted my own home. No more fear. When the baby came, it was a girl. I named her Lily. She had big eyes and soft skin. I held her. I felt strong for the first time. This is my daughter. I will keep her safe, I thought. But things did not get better. I took care of Lily alone. Mrs. Smith did not help. She said, "Your baby, your job." Mark went to work. I stayed home. I did not sleep. I did not eat well. But I kept going. I said to myself, one day I will change this. One day I will be free. At night I cried sometimes. I held my necklace. I whispered, "I miss you." Mother, I hope you are happy. I promised to be strong. One Sunday, Lily was sick. She had a high fever. I was scared. I asked Mark to go to the doctor, but he was playing a game. "She is fine. Give her milk," he said. I held Lily. I cried. I stayed awake all night. I prayed. "Please be okay, my baby." I missed my mother more. I wanted her help. After that, I knew I had to change. I could not wait. I had to help myself. I looked in the mirror. "You are a mother. Fight for your child," I said. I found a free English class at a community center. It was near our house. I told Mark I wanted to go. He said no at first. "You are busy." But I asked again and again. Finally, he said yes, but only one day a week. I was happy. I went to class with other women. They were from China, Mexico, and India. I was shy, but I listened. I learned words like help, food, and baby sick. Every word made me stronger. The teacher, Miss Jane, was nice. She smiled. She helped me. "You are good, Anna. Keep learning," she said. No one called me good in a long time. I felt hope. At the class, I met friends. One woman, Rosa, became my friend. She said, "You are not alone. We are strong together." She told me about jobs for women like us. One day, I saw a sign for a job at a small store. They needed help with cleaning and selling fruit. I went inside. The owner, Mrs. Lee, was kind. She spoke slow English. "Can you work hard?" she asked. I nodded. Yes. She gave me a job, 2 days a week. I was excited. I told Mark. He was not happy. "Who will clean the house?" he said. But I said, "I will do both." I worked at the store. I learned more English. I saved money. Little by little, I hid it in a box under the bed. Mrs. Lee helped me. She said, "You are smart. Learn more." She gave me extra hours. I bought a phone with my money. I called my mother more. "I am better now," I said. She was happy. "Be strong, Anna." I felt her love, even far away. 2 years passed. Lily was 2 now. She walked and talked. She said mama and laughed. Her smile made me happy. At the store, I was good. Mrs. Lee said, "You can help with money now." I learned to count cash. I felt proud. At home, things were the same. Mr. and Mrs. Smith were cold. They shouted sometimes. "Work faster," Mrs. Smith said. Mark did not help. He listened to his parents. One night, Mark came home angry. He had a bad day at work. He yelled at me. "The house is dirty." He pushed a table. I was scared. Lily cried. I held her. I locked the door. I sat on the floor. No more, I thought. We are not safe. The next day, I told Mrs. Smith. She said, "You make him angry. Be quiet." I felt broken. She did not care. A week later, Mark and Mr. Smith argued about money. Mr. Smith looked at me. "You can go if you want, but the girl stays." I froze. "No," I said. "She is my child." He laughed. "This is our family. She stays." My heart hurt. I held Lily tight. "No one will take you," I whispered. I called Rosa. "Help me," I said. She told me about a group for women. They met at a church. I went. The room had women like me. They listened to my story. I cried. They hugged me. "You are strong," they said. A lady named Helen helped. She found lawyers for free. They said, "You have rights. No one can take your child." Helen helped me find an apartment for mothers with low money. It was small but safe. I saved enough for rent. One day, when Mark was at work, I packed clothes, toys, my necklace. Mrs. Smith saw me. "You will come back," she said. I looked at her. "No." I left with Lily. The apartment was simple, one room, a small kitchen, but it was ours. I put a blanket on the floor. I sat with Lily. I cried happy tears. "We are free," I said. "It was hard at first. I worked more. I took care of Lily, but no shouts, no fear. Peace." One day, I got a call from Vietnam. My mother was sick. She passed away. I cried for days. "I am sorry, Mother. I love you." I remembered her words. "Be brave." I held my necklace. "I will," I promised. Months went by. I worked hard. Lily went to daycare. She made friends. I watched her play. I smiled. At the store, Mrs. Lee said, "You are good. Maybe manage one day." I laughed. "Maybe." Mark called sometimes. "Come back." I said no. "We are okay." I still feel pain from the past. I cry sometimes. But now I cry from healing, not fear. Now Lily is 3. She laughs every day. We have our home, simple but full of love. I am not rich, but I have peace. I have my daughter. I have myself. That is enough. If this story touches your heart, like, comment, share. More stories coming soon.